My name is Laura Rodriguez-Uribe, and I am a research assistant professor at New Mexico State University of the Plant and Environment Science Department. Today I will be talking to you about Guayule as an alternative crop. As an overview, I can tell you that Guayule is a drought-tolerant shrub native to the southwestern USA and northern Mexico. In the USA, Guayule is considered an important alternative to the rubber tree Hevea brasilensis because it produces high quality natural rubber and it grows in arid regions, as I mentioned before. The Guayule-derived products are latex, natural rubber, resin, and bagasse. The scientific name of Guayule is Parthenium argentatum agrei. The Guayule name comes from the Nahuatl language spoken by the Aztecs. It is composed of two words, Cuaju, that means good, tree, forest, and Oli, that means rubber. Guayule is also called yerba de hule. Guayule is an evergreen drought-tolerant shrub native to the southwestern Texas, the USA, and northern Mexico. There are four main derived products from Guayule: latex, natural rubber, resin, and bagasse. And I'm showing you the pictures here. Latex is a wild milky liquid that is accumulated in the cytoplasm of plant lactiferous cells that produce rubber. The natural rubber is shown in the second picture in the yellow color, and it is extracted from latex. It also produces resin, and this resin is composed of many different chemicals, including flavors, fragrances, and pharmaceuticals. And then the bagasse, that is the product left after extracting all these compounds, is important, and it is the fibrous material that can become biofuel or used for construction materials. Now I'm going to talk briefly about each of these components, these byproducts. So in the picture I'm showing the natural rubber, and Guayule produces large amounts of high quality natural rubber with low protein content, with non-allergenic or hypoallergenic properties. I want to emphasize here that it is no hypoallergenic because it does not produce all those proteins that the rubber tree produces, and these proteins make some people to develop bad allergies against these proteins. Guayule rubber is contained in the thin wall cells of the parenchyma cells located in the bark and the pith of the stems, branches, and roots. And what I am showing here to you is a cross section of a branch, Guayule branch, that is showing the resin canals, and it's showing where the latex is accumulated in the parenchyma cells. Guayule rubber is considered an alternative to the rubber tree Hevea brasilensis because of its high quality natural rubber. So as I was telling you, this rubber tree Hevea brasilensis doesn't grow in the United States. It is native to other countries, and it produces good amounts of rubber, but not as of the quality as Guayule. So Guayule produces resin, and the resin is showing here. You see these translucent drops on the surface of this Guayule plant branch, and this resin is made and stored in all parts of the plants, in the stems, in the branches, roots, leaves, and flowers at different concentrations. The part that accumulates more resin is the bark. So Guayule contains a variety of the Guayule resin contains a variety of chemicals, all of them of great importance for humans. It contains monoterpenes. It contains terpene esters like guanulins A, B, C, and D. It contains triterpenes like argentations, alkaloids like guanylamines A and B, organic acids like cinnamic acid. It contains fatty acids of the triacylglycerols like palmitic acid, stearic acid, rachidic, linoleic and linoleic acids. And it contains flavonoids, glycosides, and carotenoids. These compounds are important because they are very potent antioxidants. Guayule bagasse is a soft, light ground sawdust-like material left after processing the guayule plant after the extraction of the latex resin and the other compounds. So the bagasse is used for biofuel production as a source of ethanol or bio oil and synthetic gas or syngas. There is a researcher his name is Kevin Moulton, that has made ethanol from guayule after pre-treating it with a process known as organosolve. And this pre-treatment makes guayule bagasse quite amenable for the fermentation into ethanol. Guayule bagasse can be burned to generate electricity or made into valuable added products. Bagasse can be used as for a soil amendment. If it is added to the soil, it improves the physical properties, same as the water. So it improves the soil quality. It improves its physical properties like water retention, permeability, filtration, drainage, aeration, and structure. It can be also used as directly as a solid fuel in the form of pellets for combustion. So the guayule hemicellulose can be fermented into other valuable chemicals. So what I'm showing you here is all those byproducts that can be used to make useful materials for humans. And I'm not going to mention all of them. I know Nick is working in a better figure than this one. I think more friendly. So briefly, what I want to show you is that the guayule wax can be used. The guayule resin wax can be used to make just regular wax. The guayule rubber can be used to make powder coatings. The guayulins I mentioned before, they are using for the pharmaceutical industry. The monoterpenes are used for the cosmetic and perfume industries. The resin can be used also for the as a good preservative, as adhesives, and the latex can be used to make balloons and some medical devices and some gloves and so on. So you see here a number of products that can be made by the byproducts of guayule. So in summary, guayule is a drought-tolerant shrub native to the southwestern of USA and northern Mexico. Guayule produces high-quality rubber and is good alternative to the rubber tree Hevea brasilensis that doesn't grow in the regions of in these regions of the world. Guayule grows well in the southwestern regions and northern Mexico, and it's better than the Hevea. I'm sorry about this sentence. It's repetitive to the other one, but mainly what I want to emphasize here is the Hevea brasilensis grows in Central and South America. Doesn't grow here. So Guayule-derived products are latex, natural rubber, resin, and bagasse. And these products are important for the fuel, cosmetic, tire, and pharmaceutical industries. We have a number of projects on Guayule research in the SBAR program. And for instance, we are developing guayule resin adhesives. Guayule resins, the activity of the components in the guayule resin against fungi and insects. There is another research project that is carrying out research to see how we can use this resin for repellency, insect repellency, specifically in cockroaches like the German cockroaches, Platella germanica, and Turkestan cockroaches. and they are being successful. And then we are also separating, fractionating, and purifying the components in the Guayule resin by different methods. IOTO project, there is a vacuum distillation of Guayule resin to identify the plant secondary compounds in these resins, in different kind of Guayules. We are doing the mass spectral analysis and characterization of the Guayule resin compounds, and what is showing in here is GCMS chromatogram. Each peak is showing you the different components in Guayule after they are breaking down. That's one way to characterize these compounds. And my research is involved in the identification of Guayule metabolic biomarkers for cold acclimation and freezing resistant in two different type of Guayule germplasms adapted to grow in these conditions. So here are some of the reference for this presentation. These are the acknowledgements, again, to Alex and Nicholas. And again, this is my biography.